I don't know why it's freaking out. Well,
Mr. Ward, will you be taking your lunch now?
I am. In fact, the Marquess has invited me to join him for a meal.
Very good. Let me take you to your seat.
Ah, Mr. Ward. Good to speak with you again. I trust you are enjoying your time with us here at the Manor. You will join me for lunch then?
Yes. Thank you for the offer. I will admit, it is not often that I get to dine with nobility.
What brought you here, Mr. Ward?
I beg your pardon.
Are you a student of the occult? You are a working man, so I do not think you are here to climb social ladders. Perhaps you lost somebody.
I lost my brother. We were firemen.
Were?
I stopped after a blaze took him. I know fishermen who think that when the sea takes them, it's their time to go. I never met a fireman who felt the same about flames.
I am sorry for your loss. My wife, she died in a carriage accident. Same one that crippled our boy. Do you know there are reports of over 100 different ghosts wandering these grounds? But not her. After it happened, I would wheel Walter around night after night, hoping to see her. Eventually, he asked to stop coming. Not long after that, I gave up too. Maybe gave up is being unfair on myself, given this event. I have somehow convinced myself that if all this is true, this business with the Séance, maybe I can see her again. Speak with her. The silent dinner, Mr. Ward. Will you invite your brother to it?
No. I have made my peace with what happened to him. He's best left resting in that past.
I wish I had your wisdom and your resolve, Mr. Ward. I also hope you are wrong, and that I am right to try to speak with her again. We shall see, as they say. Now, if you will excuse me, there is a lot to prepare for later on.
you haven't touched your giant bowl of soup. We'll be at the stables later on. Wonder if I can go back down into the basement. Nope, they're still working on it. Nobody around. Who do I talk to? An assortment of trashy romance novels. A roaring fire. It's good to be able to warm myself up a little after the rain, but I'll keep my distance nonetheless. Hmm. I do not know what to do at the moment. I feel like there's still quite a bit left in the basement, but I can't really do anything until they finish. At least it doesn't seem like I can do anything until they finish up down there. Otherwise I'll get caught. Suppose I could talk to this dude.
Mr. Ward.
Doctor, if I told you I'd seen a large, shadowy figure on the grounds, what would you say? Any other place or person and you might find yourself in a white jacket, but here, me, I say it's truly large, and it's not a mortal ghost. Perhaps you're seeing the echo of an old god, one of the Tuatha De Danann? Do you know anything about the well in the hedge maze? I do. It's old, very old, from before this place was built. Probably not the only bit of antiquity around here either. It's via belief that the well is the lifeblood of this entire region. I'm inclined to agree with her. Your aunt thinks the seance could be dangerous. She doesn't think that, Mr. Ward. She knows it. They intend to unravel the order of the universe. Now, I am all for progress myself, but there's no scientific method, no rigorous testing. There's some good intentions and a lot of people to be caught in the crossfire if things go wrong. Does the name Gwebnai mean anything to you? Certainly, he's one of Ireland's old gods. People focus on his smithing, but he was also the hospitaller of the Tuatha De Danann. It said one of his meals could protect you from sickness and decay, that he brewed an ale that would grant immortality to any who drank it. Along with this, he was the healer of sorts. He crafted living metal limbs to bring mobility to those of the Tuatha who needed them. Have you had anything unexplainable happen to you while you were staying here? Calling anything unexplainable might be a point of contention, but I won't pretend nothing comes to mind when you ask. Unless someone is putting them there, which would be unsettling, I keep finding the bones of small animals under the rug in my room. Not many, but more than I can comfortably account for.
I have to be well.
That is strange. This the one that I keep coming back to? Yeah. hear the staff down this way. I should avoid them. Okay. I don't know how to prove one way or the other between the last two people. Well, no, that's not true. I already realized it was the boy I can talk to. But other than that, it really seems like there should be some proof that Mr. Scarrett was in the library. One shoe shows heavier wear, exactly as I would expect from somebody using a cane as heavily as his. His gait and stance must be quite distinct. He has a lot of painkillers here. Wait a second. It's gotta be him. I just realized that only ever had his right foot. Or, yeah, I think it was the right foot. There was never a left foot. Which I'm pretty sure, isn't that what he has going on? Pretty sure. Maybe the priest will have more information on those symbols. Oh, I can also go back to the church and maybe talk to that priest. Right, he's got a gun with him. Priestly robe, smell of incense dust and sulfur. So nope, nothing here. Oh, Mr. Scarrett.
We meet again.
Why not? I've heard talk this place is haunted, but I could swear there's more than just apparitions around the manor. No matter how well I latch and lock it, my door keeps managing to get itself open. I wouldn't think it's one of the staff doing it as some sort of joke, except I can't catch anyone at it. It only seems to happen when I'm already in the room.
Good day, Miss. Good.
Well, up until the point where he said he was in the room, I could have assumed that was, me. Sneaking around. Oh, Mira. There you are.
You
Do you use laudanum often, Mr. O'Meara? Are you about to tell me you're a doctor? You're not my doctor. My doctor is sick of me. It's a bad habit, I know, but I'm not here to be cross-examined. I have some dangerous pastimes, injuries to be expected. What do you know about the Fae? I don't believe in all that, but one night I was walking home through some fields, a way I often took before and knew well. I found myself trapped. I could see the way out, but no matter how far I walked, I could get no closer. And I swear to you, I could hear laughter, even felt a small hand touch me. I offered up what was left of my hip flask by way of tribute and ran. They must have taken it because I was finally out. Maybe they were Fae, maybe something else. Regardless, I no longer walk home that way. Your cane, I hope it's nothing too serious. I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it alright. Aside from this, with luck I'll be shot up it eventually. I wanted to compliment you on your clothes. It's fine attire. You noticed, did you? You've an eye for it then. It's not nearly so showy as I could get away with. But who's to care? Not me. I'm the one wearing it. Once I like what I'm wearing, I don't see much point in showing it off. There are grander things to be concerned with. I can't say I was expecting anything like that ball. New to it, are you? I could think of people I'd rather have attended with, but it wasn't bad. I'm amazed with the treats provided. They were quite affecting.
I'll be off, Miss.
don't let me.
Who's that over there? Is that Mr. Coventry?
Mr. Ward.
I find I just cannot sleep well here. I hope you are faring better. Ah, well, I have pills that help with that sort of thing. I'd wager I could fall asleep on a battlefield once I've taken them. Nothing, not even dreams get through. Or at least I certainly don't recall anything in the mornings. This is a fine location, is it not? I only wish I knew how to capture it. Do you paint, sir? In fact, I do. It helps keep my hand steady, which is useful for work. Have you painted much while here? Not as much as I'd hoped. There is so much happening that I'm not left with the energy. What have you painted, a landscape? Ah, I couldn't say, sir. It is work that is done in confidence. Oh, a commission? Something of the sort, but I couldn't say more. It wouldn't be gentlemanly. The young Master Walter Blake. Do you know much about the lad? Well, not a whole lot. He was in a carriage accident some years back, the one his mother died in. I gather it left the boy scarred both mentally and physically. He doesn't come out of the hotel when the hotel has guests. I relate to him in a way. I lost my mother when I was young too, so at least he's not entirely alone. One couldn't be so lonely, I suppose. It's a large house surrounded by staff. What did you think of the masked ball? I've never been to anything like it. When you get to my age, you think you've seen everything. Evidently, I was wrong. I saw a great many things, and I had conversation with all manner of near-human things. It should have been terrifying, but it was so exhilarating. I'm left entirely drained by today, though. You mentioned you're a jeweler? I am, or rather I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad, nothing to my name, but my mother had loved jewels, and so, as a result, did I. I found work cleaning a shop at first. I was a well-spoken lad, and as I say, I knew my stuff, so in time I was raised to sales. One thing led to another, and time passed by all too quickly. Eventually I wound up with my own shop in London, did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well, no small feat in that city. I sold up when my wife passed. Didn't fill me in the same way it did before that. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. You mentioned losing your wife. My condolences, sir. I did, yes, Lillian, earlier this year. She turned quickly. We had access to doctors, but they could do little to ease her suffering. I'll confess I'm lost without her, which foolish as it sounds is how I ended up here. Her illness took everything from me. The little I had left I spent to come here, on the hope that the claims about this seance are true. If I could see her, hear her, then I'd gladly give it all, down to the very shirt on my back.
Good, and to you.
Well, he's not here. This altar cross looks as if it's made of gold. It might well be, I suppose. A votive stand with some candles still burning. The Bible, written in English, is opened on 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. No doubt many of the Blakes who have baptized here, but it has not been used in many, many years. Guess I can't talk to him. Maybe there are more people in the drawing room. Nope. Literally no one, huh? Where is everybody? Seemed like a lot of people were not in their rooms. Oh, you know what? I never went back to the room once I had that saying. Where's his room at? Yep. What the what? Oh, we putting it on, huh? Excuse me? Somehow wearing his crown gave me a vision of his final moments. He was talking with his kidnapper moments before being attacked. I think he recognized the culprit as somebody else. Oh. Mr. O'Finn was taken because he recognized the future. The kidnapper from the future? No. Yeah, past.
The kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn, and he was intended to be kidnapped. Just not in this manner. But the kidnapper seemingly panicked when Mr. O'Finn mentioned recognizing them from some time in their past, and so they rushed up their plans and took him at the ball. But before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit?
That they knew
That
O'Finn?
is true, but it's impossible to know who O'Finn did.
They have an aura of death. They protected.
It seemed that she was not interested in him, rather than forced away by some protector.
Okay,
If the Bonnie turned away from him, it would be because there was no grief to sustain her. So anyone who was feeling grief from the loss of a loved one couldn't be the kidnapper. I have picked up another I wonder if there's anyone and if not, what investigating...
someone who isn't suffering the loss of a loved one. I mean, would you please? She suffered like 18 trillion losses, so he's suffering. Is he? He's a Protestant. Okay. He failed in his attempts to learn magic, so he's not it. He is here under fake credentials and cannot use magic. I mean, I technically don't know that yet. Could be him. He said he didn't know about the catacombs, but he was weird about it. They are not in mourning. Not in the morning. What else do I got in the basement? Oh. Okay. Have I learned anything new here? Nope. Guess maybe people are out front in the courtyard. I don't know why, but I guess maybe they're just in having lunch. Could be a possibility. Maybe I'm just a speed eater. No? Where on earth is everybody? No, I don't think I've checked the hedge maze. I guess there could be a lot of people in there for some reason. So I haven't checked this door over here. Maybe it's unlocked. Or I've gotten a key that unlocks it. Not unlocked, but firmly locked. I hope there's at least one person, probably two, so I can get through this last little bit of time. I guess the alternative is to go spam the timer. That feels like a real waste. Laura's ashes. Mr. Dupre must need them for the ritual. Laura's fire pit. Oh, it's her fire pit now, huh? Can I talk to you? Closed until the next meal. Where on earth is everybody? Well, final hour of the delivery at the stables. I have to make it one more
I should
hour.
investigate the basement soon. It seems a large space, and leaving it much longer could mean that I run out of time.
Sure. Sure. Let me go down there again. I'm guessing that's just an automatic thing that happens. Make sure you don't miss it. Which I haven't, but worth checking out, I suppose. Was there anything I missed in here? An apron that's needed mending a few times. Food orders for several of the guests. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Still done as much as I can. A list of jobs to be done around the state, nothing noteworthy. Well, Things may have changed. I know Dupre has a meeting with Thea Callahan. Nope, just hanging out.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Can you tell me much about the catacombs under the manor? Loosely. I've only read of them, despite my efforts to find a way in. They've always seemed like it might draw more guests in. I read a Norman Blake used to try to open them up in 1834. He died in a blast. I assume he took the entrance out with him, perhaps the entire structure? I'm told there was a bridge game the other evening. Did I miss out on much? Yes, one of the events that was run for the guests. As Marquess Blake was overseeing it himself. I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little less to tell you as a result. Mr. Varley, have you ever had reports of, well, ghosts of giants on the lands? Reports? No, all those things, ghouls and giants, have entertaining sections in the library. Maybe there would be something of use to you there. Do you entertain the idea of the Fae at the hotel? That would be a matter of personal belief. Certainly the manor's history is tragic enough that if one wanted to, they could find proof to support the theory. As a result, we do not leave out milk and honey, best to be safe. Or we do leave out milk and honey. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Marchioness Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. The Marquess and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that is the reason the séance is taking place now. I can't say I was expecting the hotel to host such a party such as that one. I understand it's not uncommon for such circles. The Marquess was clear that this had to be on par with a London event at all costs.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
Hello, Mr.
I'll let you be.
Take care.
Do you have anything new for me?
Again?
I've had a few strange things happen around me in this house. I don't suppose you've noticed anything of the sort. Well, sometimes I see the windows fogging up, but only in the one place, as if someone's breathing on them from the other side. There's never anyone there.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye. Mr. Ward.
I can't help but feel like strange things happen in this place. Tricks of the light and imagination, Mr. Ward, most certainly. I mean, aren't they? Have you ever been to a party like last night's, Mrs. Darcy? No, and I hope not to again, if this is the kind of thing Cecil was getting up in with his club. I think I would rather speak about something else, Mr. Ward.
That was all.
Good day.
You know, I only just realized that, yeah, the part about her not being a magic user I should have known. She's faked being one because her husband was one, maybe? Oh no, there's a left footprint. Wait. That's hers. There is, okay, so maybe it wasn't him. I don't know.
Senior Ward.
Have you noticed anything out of place here, Miss Montavani? Oh yes, Signor, the spiders for one thing. I saw a bird last Thursday, little. all caught up in their webs. I made a small grave for it beside the stables, but you know what I found the next day? Don't tell me it was empty. I found spiders littered across the grave, feathers through their bellies, like offerings. I never knew why people were scared of spiders. Never knew. There are worse things that chase them.
That's all.
Of course.
Hey, where's the entrance at?
There will not be any sound, mind you. It's more like looking through a mirror.
Of course, I understand. I don't mind that. It'll be good just to see them.
You have to concentrate. Let your mind go quiet and focus on who you want to see. Yes, exactly like that. Who is that? Your mother?
My aunt. And my nephew beside her.
They look well. And they're all the way in Louisiana.
They are. The journey is a long one. It's been a while since I've seen them, and a while more until I can see them.
Of course. It's such a long way. I don't envy you, being so far from home.
It is different here, and a little lonely. But it's not without good company. If I think of someone else, will we see them?
If you focus well enough, give it a try. Oh, look at that. You're a natural.
Hello again, my...
Hmm.
Not at all, Mr.
Maybe you have something now?
Hello again.
Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not. There's a lot to record. Best I don't chance it to something fragile like memory. You agree, non? I have seen you making notes in your own journal, we?
That's all.
Take care.
I really am starting to run out of things to do. Which makes me think I am missing something. Confront him. It's got to be done after moving stuff. Hmm. Somehow he's connected to Father Sanat. Gotta talk to him too once the thing is done. Seems like the people I need to talk to are not around. Oh, you're back.
Ah,
Your son Walter, he keeps to himself? He's not best suited to life in a hotel, but our private residence is large enough that he's never forced to face that reality. Would he have been different had the accident not happened? His mother was certainly more social than I. Perhaps he would have learned some of that from her. It must be difficult, your son's injuries. I'm not sure which is worse, Mary's death or his injuries. To know so much of his life has been taken from him. He'll never ride a horse, nor dance with the woman he loves. Will he find love? Will it matter if he does? Or does the Blake line end with him? I would give anything, do anything, take any risk to undo what has been done to him, if that were an option. Did you know that Mr. Coventry has left all his earthly possessions to Walter in his will? Has he? How unusual. I suppose he has no children of his own. He must have taken a shine to the boy. Still. Keeping an eye on the time, Marquess? The seance has been in planning for some time now. As we near the seance itself, it feels as if time is slowing. I am most eager to get to it.
If you'll excuse me, Marquess Blake.
of course.
I'll check this one more time. Make sure guy's not there. You know, like right before I started streaming today, I watched the Hot Ones episode with Glenn Powell. Pretty good. I know he's been in a bunch of stuff recently, but the only thing I've seen him in is that Hulu show Chad Powers, which I just randomly decided to watch, and it was way better than I was expecting. I wouldn't say good enough just to get Hulu or whatever, but probably helped that I went in with low expectations.
May I be of service?
I need no.
Certainly.
Yeah, I saw reviews beforehand being like, it tries to be like Ted Lasso but fails, and I can tell you right now it doesn't. So I mean, it doesn't try to be like Ted Lasso. The general gist is that it's like this almost irredeemable asshole quarterback does some stuff that quote unquote ruins his life, and then several years later he gets put in a position where he can use prosthetics to pretend to be a college student again. Like it definitely takes a little bit of turning a blind eye for certain aspects, but like, I mean, it's just a fun little show. It does have some heavy moments that are really well done, but for the most part, pretty silly little show.
Mr. Ward.
In fact, I think part of the reason I like it so much is that it's almost like when he is pretending to be this character, Chad Powers, he's almost like a character from I Think You Should Leave. That he just keeps going. Do you happen to know anything about the Fae? Perhaps we best not talk about them for the sake of the superstitious guests, I mean. I don't want to upset anyone.
Good. And to you?
Oh, he's in the catacombs.
Teaching me magic to... She's teaching you what? That little witch? Lord bless and protect me. If I had known Miss Dean was a bride of Satan, and corrupting you too, I should have done things differently.
It's only magic. To give me a better way in life.
Saoirse Murphy, you stay your tongue. After all the Marquess did in letting you stay, you bring that into the house.
Me? He's the one who brought it. He and his friend. We had no say. I'm just making the best of it. The Marquis did nothing for me, but let my child be taken, which I could have stopped. If I knew half of what these people know.
That's the devil tempting you, child.
More than the Lord's ever done for me.
Ooh.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Varley mentioned he was in staff meeting during the bridge game. Well, yes, sir, I was there too. Better than serving drinks to blasphemers. What about this? I couldn't help overhearing that there have been some complaints about you, Mrs. Joyce. I'm sorry. Well, good. If this lot were pleased with me, I wouldn't be a very good Catholic now, would I? But still, is there anyone you can imagine going out of the way to do such a thing? Ha! Who wouldn't? It all comes down to that Montavani, though, sir. Mark my words. It doesn't matter which monkey squealed, they're all part of her circus. Yike. It seems Miss Murphy was rather eager to discuss something with Father Sanat. Do you know? I haven't a clue about that, sir. He is a priest, a spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manners of things, I'm sure. Of course, you've sought guidance from him as well, then. That's between me and the Lord, sir. Do you believe in angels, Mrs. Joyce? The Lord sends his messengers to care for each and every one of us, sir, I'm certain. On the days when my heart is full and my mind is free from cares, I give special thanks to them. Have you ever heard tell of a large, shadowy figure stalking the grounds? What? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Miss Joyce. Oh, don't say that. Please, sir, if it's children's tales you're after, go hang about in the library. You know, maybe I should. Thank you, Miss Joyce. I heard Miss Dean was personally invited to the séance. She must be very well respected. Goodness, if she were, Marquess Blake never mentioned it. Between you and me, sir, I hope he's ashamed of himself. Can you imagine inviting people into a cult? Excuse me?
I'll be off.
God bless.
Everyone else is accounted for. It must have been Mr. O'Meara who'd been arguing with Miss Dean. I should find him. I have questions for the man.